Math and its use in aviation from a pilot's perspective. We use math in a few different areas. For example, when you're cruising along at 36,000 feet and you need to know when do you actually start your descent for landing at a particular airport. You take your 36,000, or just the first two digits, 36, you divide it by 3, you get 12, so you start your descent approximately 120 nautical miles before your airport. There are also other little calculations that you can do to compensate for wind. We also use simple calculations when flying visual approaches. You look at your ground speed and say your ground speed indicated is 140 knots. You take that 140 multiplied by 5, you get 700, or you take just the 14, divide it by 2, you get 7, add 2 zeros to that, 700. So your rate of descent required for your approach would be 700 feet per minute. You also need to do quick calculations if air traffic control tells you to cross a certain point at a certain altitude and at a certain airspeed, depending on the airplane that you're flying. They all decelerate at different rates, so you have to use simple math to calculate, based on the time I've got left to go to this point, what rate of descent do I need to meet the altitude restriction, and how much distance do I need to reduce my speed to meet the constraint. Simple mathematical requirements for flying as a pilot.
When I was in high school, I always had a passion for math and numbers. I'm Abdullah bin Amir, the CEO of Amir Travel Agency, one of the largest travel companies in Abu Dhabi. Math plays an important role in our success and the decisions we have to take daily in our business. I'm also a marathon runner. And believe me, when you run, a lot of calculation goes in your mind, both in sense of pace and distance. Math is also important in our daily life, from something as simple as buying coffee and getting the change, or a complex business deal. Thank you and wish you the best in your future.
Hey everyone, I'm Yazan. I graduated from El Bateen in 2017. I've since obtained my honors bachelor's degree in microbiology and immunology at McGill University and am currently on my final year of my medical degree at McMaster University. I'm here just to give you a glimpse into how mathematics plays a role in the fields of science and medicine. So day to day at the hospital, you need to be able to quickly and accurately calculate medication dosages based on patient's weight and based on patient's kidney function. You need to be able to calculate concentrations, dilutions, dosages, fluid replacement rates and volumes in the context of surgery. Even a knowledge of calculus comes in handy when you start thinking about how quickly a medication is going to be broken down by a patient's body. Throughout the course of my education, I've also done a lot of research. And the importance of statistics in research, it truly cannot be overstated. It is what forms the basis of good evidence-based medicine, and evidence-based medicine is what tells us that we're doing the right thing in the hospital, that what we're doing, the treatments we're performing, are actually helping people. So the mathematics and the statistics that you're learning today form the foundations to the techniques that we use at the frontier to make these discoveries and to optimize patient care. A solid grasp of mathematics and statistics is paramount to success in science and in medicine. I have Ms. Weller among my other math teachers to thank for my understanding, and developing your understanding of the field begins right here. Take care.
Hello boys and girls, I'm Luay, I'm the father of Yaman, your friend at school in the class today, probably attending this with you. I work for Oracle. It's an American company specialized in creating applications and technology for all companies around the globe. For some of you who might not know Oracle is a company that creates applications and technologies to make people's lives better. For companies and people like you, for schools, universities, hospitals, any type of organization across the globe. With those applications, we have a group of smart people, enthusiast people who are engineers, architects, and analysts who work on in their daily job to build those applications based on one thing, the algorithm. And the algorithm is the heart of the math. So today my message to you is that definitely you should have fun at school, but while having fun you need to study. very well, and you need to focus on math being an integral part in your curriculum. I hope one day you all grow up and you have an interest in joining Oracle, and I will be there to welcome you on board as the new generation of Oracle, new generation of scientists, engineers, and all kind of good people. Today, enjoy your time, have fun at school, but definitely focus on math to succeed in your life. Bye.
Good morning, young scholars of Bateen Academy. My name is Neeraj Ritolia, and I work as a CFO for Oldendorf Carriers. It's the largest shipping company in the world. My job requires to maintain accounts and finance of the company, which requires a lot of mathematics. I mean, it's all about numbers. When you prepare any financials of the company, you do only maths, and it talks about the numbers. So it's very important that for any organization to assess whether the business is profitable or they should continue with this business, they should look at new opportunities. It is all about numbers. You have to do a lot of mathematics to arrive at certain conclusion whether you should continue with that opportunity or not. In your day-to-day life also, when you talk about your age, your date of birth, it's all about numbers again. When you go and negotiate something in the market, it's again about numbers. So it is always helpful that you be on top of mathematics, and maths is something which is everywhere. Whether you talk of hospitals, you talk of hospitality, you talk of industry, manufacturing, anywhere. So it's all about numbers. And I also recommend and highly encourage you guys to use mental maths. It is very important these days to be aware of the mental maths. Now we are always using calculators, which is not so healthy. So please follow mental maths, and maths is one of the best career, I would say, for yourself.
Math is important for many reasons. The main reason, math is a privilege. Without using geometry, trigonometry, and algebra, you could not build a house. It's used for medicine. Math helps the doctor to give you the proper dosage amount of medication. It's a ratio between your weight and how many ml that you have to take. Math is important for cooking. Math can help you to calculate the right amount of each ingredient. It's good for a healthy brain. Any kind of challenging brain exercise, such as puzzles, math problems, crosswords, can play a role in protecting a person's brain cells. Math encourages analytical thinking. This skill helps people solve increasingly more complex math problems. Without a solid knowledge of math, scientists would never succeed in taking a rocket all the way to the moon and back to the Earth. Math is a universal language. What does this mean? The foundation of math are the same everywhere, no matter you are from where. 2 plus 2 is 4. A circle is always a circle.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and I work in the construction industry as a quantity surveyor, which means that I'm concerned with the cost of carrying out building works. I need to use maths almost every day because working out the cost of building requires calculating quantities for labour, machinery and materials. I might need to calculate the surface area of a building, or the volume of concrete, or the mass of steel. I also need to monitor efficiency by calculating whether the labour productivity is in line with expectations. By far the most important thing for me is to make sure that I carry out calculations carefully and accurately. Businesses and governments will decide to spend hundreds of millions or even billions of dirhams on the back of these calculations, so they must be right.
Hi, this is Ayumi from Tokyo, and it's my turn to answer the question. The question is, what was the positive experience learning math in Bateen, and how it's beneficial to my current job? Well, personally, learning math in Bateen was very fun, and it helped me gain the basic skills of solving problems with numbers. And it also helped me develop my logical thinking. My current job requires logical thinking, a lot. Currently, I'm working in supply and coordination department of a Japanese energy company. Simply put, my main work is to control and check supply and demand of energy gas called LPG, which covers 95% of area, 50% of household needs in Japan. This LPG gas is used not only for household commercial use, but also for industrial use, chemical materials, and automobiles fuels, and in many other ways. So basically, I deal with numbers concerned at work every single day. At my work, I build up a hypothesis like this. Because the future market and the world situations are now like this, supply and demand numbers will change accordingly. This logical thought is very similar to math, where numbers and symbols are applied to a specific formula that is given and you get an answer. So thanks to math, I'm being helped by it every day. And that's all for my answer. Thank you. Bye.
Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So the importance of math. Well, math is all around us, and right now you may feel that some of the topics and techniques that you're studying may not be relevant in the future. And it may not be, because it depends on the career and the course that you want to study in the future. However, knowledge that you learn now is never going to go to waste, because you never know what you choose in the future. Also, the basic math that you have been studying since childhood is relevant throughout your life, and no matter what stage you are at in your career, in your life, and even now in your studies, basic mathematics is applied all around us. And therefore, you should not undervalue any subject, be it mathematics or any other subject, because they all have their importance in our life and our daily life, and also in our future. So do take maths in your stride and focus on it as much as possible, because you never know where math can take you. All the very best, and wishing you a very happy mathematics day.